Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we,
Morning,
guys,
all.
today? Morning,
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Shri. Morning,
Morning.
Adele, Ashila, Shamila, Hopt. Nice t-shirt, Midin.
I beg your pardon?
Nice t-shirt. Nice.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
top.
yes. I feel so good in it. I loved it. I loved the what do they call it, the series.
Friends.
Yeah, it's all about life and how we deal with life and what I loved about the whole thing was that you had the opportunity to see how not just people mess up their relationships, they just can't seem to get it together every time. Just when one's ready, the other one's not, and when the other one's ready, the other one's not, and that's life. It's all about timing.
That's life. That's what life is.
That's life.
Life is what. Imagine how boring life would be if everything was perfect.
Exactly. You got to have the challenges.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
had
was
Robin Banks yesterday for lunch for Merritt's rite of passage because he couldn't make it on the Friday night, and there I was towing a car which we gave to him for his 21st birthday in December because we thought it had a blown gasket. So now you've got this pressure to go tow it to the mechanic while you got this lunch happening. And you know what? You just got to breathe sometimes. Just breathe. And it will all come right.
Yeah, you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. That's life. People stress. Some people just stress for nothing. I think people stress for nothing. Yesterday, I listed a car for sale. First time I ever did this. First time I listed a car for sale on Marketplace, and I was amazed. Within not even 5 seconds, somebody responded. And since then, my phone has been ringing nonstop. And people don't realize, hey, it's night, it's late, but they still phone you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, hey guys, it's just a car. Relax. We'll sort this during the day when it's bright.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, but I was amazed how much of people are crazy about cars. I think I'm in the wrong profession.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, guys. How we doing today? Today's Thursday. Welcome, guys. Today I'm going to do about something buyer personas. Thanks, Shiri. Thanks for the tip yesterday. She reminded me that the stats are ready. So I went and got some stats, some updated stats. Thanks for that very interesting stuff. Adele, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, Adele asked yesterday about a blog. So there's a lot of platforms you can use as a blog. Basically, a blog is an article platform where you just load articles or recent updates. You can use it as a notice board. You can use it. You can sort your articles chronologically according to date. So there's various platforms you can use. WordPress, you can use Wix. WordPress.com is free of charge. WordPress.com, you can sign up for a free blog. You can Google also has a free blog, as well as LinkedIn. Not many people know this, that you can load articles on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very powerful blog platform. So if you're looking for a cost-effective and easy way to blog, use LinkedIn blogs, LinkedIn articles, because you can also position yourself as an influencer and a thought leader. So LinkedIn articles is a good way.
Sunil,
yeah,
I've also recently seen someone on Facebook, and then from there you click onto their blog articles. Is that part of Facebook or linked to something else, you think?
Yeah, no, you can also use Facebook. It does have this thing called Notes, so you can use the Notes feature of LinkedIn, of Facebook.
Okay.
So any questions before we start? It's 5 past. We can start now.
We're ready and waiting.
Cool, guys. Remember that my workshop is on the 24th of February in Sandton at the Balalaika. So all guys are invited. If you know anybody, please share it with them. It's $9.99 per person. Includes a very good lunch. If you know the Balalaika, the food is tops. The equipment is tops. It's 5 minutes from the cow train. So I'll be releasing all of that by tomorrow, all the information, what's in the workshop, the content. And if you guys can please help me and share it with your networks, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for the shout out yesterday, Shri, on the group. I appreciate it. All the guys, even Clara, also you also gave me a shout out in the Hershey's group. So thank you so much. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. And thanks for attending. I'm going to share my screen, and you can use the chat facility to ask any questions, or you can also chat to each other, not chat to each other, but share your details in the chat. Just want to share my screen. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Can you see it? Perfect. Cool, guys. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the 30 days challenge. We are on day 15. Well done. We are on day 15 of the 30 days challenge. We're 50% through, and it's been fun so far. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. So things are opening up, and we will be starting hosting our social breakfast, our in-person, face-to-face social breakfast soon. I'll send out information in the areas that we'll be starting. Most probably will be starting in Durban, in Hillcrest, and in Durban North, and maybe we'll do some in Joburg as well. So the agenda for today is about us, introduction, social media stats. The topic for today is by persona. Number 5 is the content ideas, which is the objective of this call. And you can network and connect. You can use the chat functionality to network and connect right now. So these are hands-on tips. We started these workshops just before lockdown, and with the intention to help grow small businesses. And since lockdown, we've been hosting these workshops regularly on Zoom to help people grow and just to push them and remind them to post regularly on social media. A little bit about me. 21 years on digital marketing, having worked both on agency side and client side. What that means is I've worked with clients, I've worked with the advertising agencies, and I've worked in corporate. I've been trained, attended a lot of training, and my goal is to help you achieve your goal through the timely and effective use of the internet. Sorry about my dogs, guys. My dogs are also trying to chat. These are some of the clients that I've been privileged to work with. So thanks to Cherie, she reminded me that the stats are updated. So this was released yesterday on the 26th by Hootsuite and We Are Social. The population is 7.9 billion, 5.3 billion SIM cards, 4.95 billion internet users, and 4.6 billion social media users. Growth. Now this is a growth. The population grew by 1% last year, 80 million people. 95 million new cell phones, 1.8%. Look at the social media users, 10% increase. So the population grew by 1%, but social media grew by 10.1%. Last year it was just about 10%. So it grew like by 0.1% this year. But look at this, 424 million people are on social media since last year. So we spend an average of 2.5 hours on social media. The number of apps we got, social media apps we use has increased by 1. It was 6.5 last year. It's 7.5 now. There's more males on social media. Funny that changed. It used to be more females. And yeah, very interesting stats. The most used platforms globally. This is since last year. Facebook. Almost 3 billion people on Facebook. I'm sure at least 1/3 of that is fake profiles and catfishes. YouTube, 2.5 billion. That's amazing. So that means if you should go posting some videos on YouTube. WhatsApp is big, 2 billion. Instagram, almost 1.5 billion. WeChat is big if you listen, WeChat is big because of China. Majority of the WeChat users are in China. TikTok is huge, 1 billion. You got to keep an eye on TikTok because TikTok is growing at a huge rate. This is from 2020. This is the types of content people want on social media. This is April 2020. This is people want this themed content: films and movies, funny videos and memes, how-to tutorials, classic repeats of shows. Like I love that Maydeen is wearing a Friends shirt. So just I started watching Friends. The first time I watched Friends was last year, and I binge watched it last year in September, October. So it was good. So I can create a meme on social media, maybe using one of the characters, and maybe use one of their famous lines. People love pets on social media. Pets do very well, pets and babies. And here's proof that pets are doing very well on social media. The green bar is pets. They perform the best, and just below which is food and drink. So today we're doing buyer personas. Now, what is a buyer persona? A buyer persona, you know what? When you're starting a business or when you're going into business, a lot of companies, a lot of solopreneurs haven't taken the time to identify who their ideal buyer is. So what happens when you don't have a buyer persona? So just to explain to you what a buyer persona is, a buyer persona is a fictional representation of your ideal buyer. Your perfect client, you know, those clients who pay on time, those clients who don't complain, those clients who, you know, they always delight to work with. You need to create a buyer persona of those people, of those clients, because you want more of them. There's also something called a negative persona. A negative buyer persona is you can create a negative buyer persona of clients you don't want to work with. So what is a buyer persona? So let me ask you a question before we go on. Let me ask you a question. Imagine you are selling baby car seats. You know those baby car seats? I will ask you, who's your ideal buyer? And you would respond and say to me, moms or parents. But what if it's a parent of a child who's a teen? What if it's a parent of what if the parent doesn't have a car? What if the parent can't afford it? So that is why it's important to know who's your ideal buyer, because the ideal buyer of a baby car seat is a parent who just had a baby, or a toddler who has a toddler under 4 years old. So that's where it's important for you to know who's your buyer persona, because another reason for having a buyer persona is you can create marketing material targeted to that persona. If you are selling golf equipment, you know, the sport golfing equipment, you're going to create content that pertains to a golfer. You're going to advertise in golfing magazines, on golfing websites. You're going to advertise in on the golf course. You're not going to go and advertise in maybe a food magazine. You might, but it makes more sense to advertise where your buyers are hanging out. So this is an example of a buyer persona. It's important that you create, okay, the average company will have about maximum 3, but I would say you should have 1 buyer persona to start off with. Get it right, this 1 buyer persona, and then when you're creating your marketing material, you create it for this person that you've created. So this is the typical information to create a buyer persona. You need to know the age, the gender, the hobbies, location, interests, the income. You can guess this. Or another way to create this buyer persona is find your top 10 buyers, your top 10 customers, and interview them. Either phone them, invite them over breakfast, and ask them. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them that you're going to interrogate them, and then ask them these questions. Professional goals. What are their career goals? What does success look for them? What is the end game? What problems are they trying to solve? What's stopping them from achieving their goals? What specific pain points? Now, this is very important. If you understand what their challenges are, and you've got the solution to their challenges, you can talk to them. They can relate to you. How can you help? How does your product meet their needs? What questions might they ask? Does your language match it? So it's very important for you to know who you're talking to. I'm going to show you just now about a tool we use. It's actually quite a broad tool. It's a tool that's online, that's from Hubspot. And I'm going to show you that tool just now. But I also want to do the content ideas quickly. So number 6 is the content ideas, the objective of this call. It's January, it's the last week of January. What happens this month? It's back to school, new beginnings, resolutions. There's so much happening this month. A good site to get content is dirco.gov.za. Dirco.gov.za breaks down all the events happening in the country, as well as for every single month. You can take a sneak peek and see what's happening, look at what's happening in March, and start creating content for March from now. So today is 27th, National Geographic Society founded. Maybe post something cool from National Geographic. That's the only thing that looks cool there on the Teacher's Corner. Another good site is history.com. You can also go to Wikipedia, Did You Know, and On This Day. People love facts. And I will show you live what content, what to post today on these platforms. Quote of the day has also got good content. If you want inspiration, you want to be inspired, you want your creative juices to flow, go onto Pinterest and check what's happening there. Don't copy their post, recreate it. Another good idea, if you want to create unique content that uplifts your page, ask your fans, followers, customers for UGC. UGC stands for user generated content. Like this couple got engaged and they posted a picture of the engagement ring, and the jeweler shared this. This is a Father's Day UGC. This is a Starbucks UGC. This is my own personal UGC that I shared. This is a Vans UGC. Some tips I can give you is use humor. Funny memes work well on social media. Stay away from controversial topics like religion, politics, racism, abortion, causes, and rights. Remain neutral and use the daily hashtag. I hope you guys learned something about hashtags yesterday. Always check your hashtag, that your hashtag is not a banned hashtag when you are using it. Today is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday is where you post something from the past and you use the hashtag throwback or TBT. It's a blast from the past. Remember, we are in the challenge. We're in the middle of our social media challenge. So I challenge you to grow find somebody who you can actively grow, go all out, some new business, find a friend who you want to help without expecting anything in return and help them grow. Some tips for you to take the challenge: find 5 friends' business pages, like and share their pages, like, comment, and share on their post, leave them a review, leave them a shout out. If you're wondering why nobody is taking action on your pages, it's because you're not taking action. So lead the pack, start going actively and liking people's pages, and you'll start to see people start to reciprocate. So I'm going to come back to this buyer persona. The site is called Hubspot, Make My Buyer Persona. But first, I want to show you. So history.com, on this day, today is the 27th. That looks to be very depressing. Find something positive. Remember, always post something positive. Check this. John Lennon writes and records instant karma in a single day. Wow, that's cool. This is also cool for car lovers. 1965 Shelby GT350 debuts. That's excellent. National Geographic. So if you want content, you can just click on it, and it's also going to give you content. Can you see? So you can copy some blurb for your social media as well. Did you know? Create some did you know? Wikipedia. Check how cool this one is. This one is excellent. I love this one. Beauty Queen Veronica Volkers was the first woman to pilot an operational jet fighter. How cool is that? This is super cool, guys. You can create something like this, especially the females can create something like this for March, Women's Month, or even for Feb. Feb is the month of love. Awesome stuff. May you live all the days of your life. This is a cool quote. If you want to share it, you click on it. And you just click the social media platform you want to share it onto. And just type something there. Nice quote. You can share to your story. You can share to your feed. You choose who's going to receive it and click post. So I was telling you about your buyer persona. Your buyer persona is a fictional representation of your ideal buyer. Go to the site, Hubspot, make my persona, hubspot.com, make my persona. On the left-hand side, it will explain step-by-step what is a buyer persona. Click on learn more, and it tell you exactly what your buyer persona is. A buyer persona is a semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer based on market research and real data about your existing customers. So you just give you information about it. I'm not going to go through it because I explained to you what it is. This is, so on the right-hand side, it's got a tool. Click on build my buyer persona. You can name your buyer persona. Now remember that this is very broad. This buyer persona is broad. Sometimes if you're working in a niche market, you might have to get a bit more specific, but this is more for like software. This is more for like consulting, more like service-based businesses, more like technical-based business. Let's call our buyer persona Tabo. Let's choose a picture for Tabo. Let's choose this picture here, and then you click next. Do it on a computer or your iPad because you get the full effect. How old are they? So let's say Tabo, majority of my clients are over 30. They realize there's a need for my services. So let's say 35 to 45. What's the highest level of education? Let's say he's got some college or no degree, right? And then click no. What industry do they work in? It's got a drop down. So then you can select finance, investment, retail, technology, marketing, trade. These are quite broad, as I said, broad. So just keep it. If you don't find if you don't find your industry in here, choose something that it's as close as possible. So let's say Tabo works in construction. What's the size of his organization? 1 to 10 employees, maybe 8 employees, and click next. What is a job title? What is a job title? So let's say he works as a admin. So how does his job? So if you don't have anything, you just leave it blank. Who they report to? They report to the manager. What are their goals and objectives? Tabo just wants to process his data. So he gets a lot of calls and leads. He just wants to copy them. So just say the biggest challenge is resources. If there's nothing there, you can type in there. You just say let's say he wants a user-friendly system. What are the job responsibilities? Copy. Customer data. They work with word processing programs. And how do they prefer to communicate? Phone, email, social media, face-to-face, and then you click next. How do they gain information about their job? They take workshops. What social networks do they belong to? So Tabo's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, and he's on LinkedIn, and click next. And this is an example of a buyer persona that we just created quickly. It's a tool. It's actually quite broad, but you can download this. So you can fill this in out as much as you want. So just say you want a graphic designer to create a flyer for you. You can just download this as a PDF and fill in your details. So they're going to ask you for a website. If you don't have a website, I just use google.com. That's it. I just put google.com if you don't have a website. And then I would download this document, and I would share this with everybody who's involved in marketing and advertising in my business. So that is a buyer persona. Everybody needs to have a buyer persona. Let me go into Facebook and I'll show you why. Now, Facebook has got a very advanced targeting system where you can create a buyer persona on Facebook. So this is called your audiences on Facebook. I go to create audience. Let's call this Tabo. I chose Tabo is between the ages of 35 and 45. He lives in South Africa. He works in construction. Can you see that? So I can create a buyer persona according to this buyer persona that I made. So I can target and I can find tabos. I can find. So as I'm creating tabos, you can see I can reach potentially 1.8 million tabos in South Africa. So that's the power of making your buyer persona. You can create ads that are or content relevant to your ideal buyer. Guys, you're welcome to unmute yourself. That's my
Sunil, thanks for that. We were looking yesterday at my LinkedIn profile, and I work with moms. So I work with busy, tired moms with newborns, helping them. And then we thought, now we're on LinkedIn, so what do I say? So this is a question to everyone. Would you say I help busy corporate moms, or is that too broad again? Or, you know, I'm trying to niche down and it just not happening.
You see, what do moms want? Moms are always complaining about time. Number one, moms are complaining about time, right? Two, they're tired. They're always tired. I'm talking about newborn moms, right? So if you can hit that pain point and help them save time and also energize them, then you're going to attract their attention. So you need to find words, buzzwords that we can use and say. I love you had a very good one a couple of months ago. You had a very good one. I have time. What was the one you used to have before?
I still use that, but in terms of which mom do I want? Moms who are managers, or you get what I'm saying? Lawyers.
Yeah, then you can say professional moms who want to save time. You know, moms who are in moms who are working high-paced jobs.
Yeah, I was just looking for a wording there.
Yeah, you just got to play.
Came up with corporate moms, but I don't know.
Corporate, I don't know. Corporate doesn't really, for me in SA, corporate is not the right word. There's another word.
What about just professional full-time mothers or professional mothers?
That's good.
Mothers who have a full-time profession, something like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that.
Yeah, corporate doesn't have a great grip on South Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
Professional.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. That's very good. Thanks, Shri. Yeah. See, Shri, what Shri suggested is very good. Professional. Time-strapped moms.
Okay, thanks. Need to work on it.
Yeah, what I advise you to do is if you've got a team, if you got a
Yeah.
team, bounce ideas and, working just with a team, like 4 or 5 people, brainstorming, it's amazing. You're amazing. I like what Michelle said. Michelle said, hello, Michelle.
Dynamic
I like
woman.
dynamic woman that rule the office and home. Yeah, that's also very nice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Also try a thesaurus, put professional in and see what it says.
Okay.
There might be a word that jumps out at you that fits what you're trying to say.
Okay.
You just gotta bounce ideas, but you don't want to go too, you don't want the word to be, you don't want to use too much of jargon. You don't want to confuse them.
Yeah, you got to make it easy and quick.
Make it as easy. So you must know how we use social media and online media. We skim. If a word catches our eye, we'll stop and we'll read it. But otherwise, we're not going to focus too much on it.
Cool. Thank you.
We don't sit and read because we don't read and read content online because it's heavy on our eyes. So get words that will attract attention, but the right words.
Great, thanks.
Cool, guys. Any more questions? Anybody wants to ask anything? Median?
We're going to take up your suggestion, Sunil, and that is we're meeting tomorrow in Johannesburg at 11 o'clock here in Parkwood. So if anybody else is still in Joburg here, please come and join us. We've got a little group growing, and it was set up by Ashila. Thank you so much, Ashila. And Clara is going to meet. So we're going to take up that advice, meet with each other, see who we are, and then start posting so we can promote each other's businesses. Please come and join us.
Looking forward to that, yeah.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Excellent. That's good. Guys, talk to Nadine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, yeah. So I've obviously just joined for the first time. And I just want to find out, is all the recordings available for me to kind of catch up? Because I'm floating around here a little bit in the middle, and I'm just been too busy to join, obviously, clients early morning. It's difficult for me. So can I view it?
Yeah, they're all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just go to my
Michelle.
Good on you, Martin. Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about yourself, Michelle. Tell us where you're from, what you do.
Really? So I have a little wellness center, a spa that works with ozone therapy, oxygen therapy, light therapy, and also just a little boutique gym to focus on individual personalized needs. So my business is all about helping an individual find their personal balance. So everybody's different, and that's why I work very closely with each individual and finding them an optimum health solution. Great.
No, awesome. That's good. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. I did see you applied a few days ago. So,
yeah, it's just been crazy. My schedule is anyway.
Yeah, I put my YouTube channel in the chat. Just click on that and just subscribe to that YouTube channel. So when I post new videos on there, you'll get an email to say that there's a new video. Just
okay, thank you.
Click on that YouTube link, subscribe, and it will notify you as soon as I go live or I upload a new video.
Michelle, where are you based? Whereabouts are you based?
I'm in Randburg, Blegawi.
Okay.
Johannesburg, yeah.
It's amazing little
I've
business.
no idea what you guys do on the group. So hi everybody. You said you're getting together tomorrow.
At 11 o'clock. I'll send you the details.
If I can make it, I will. Unfortunately, I do have an appointment with a client of mine. She's going to introduce me to her garden club so I can introduce the weight loss injections with her. So that's going to be exciting. So if I can make it, I'll definitely try.
Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. Guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, Friday at 8 o'clock. Remember, my workshop, in-person workshop, is in Joburg on the 24th at Sandton. Please share it and invite your friends. I will send you guys more information about the training.
Have you got a date for the Durban session at a place?
3rd of March. Durban is 3rd of March.
Great. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Have an enjoyable
Thank you.
day. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.